I am the host of this podcast, Dave, aka Churge. With me 99% of the time is my partner in crime, Keith.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, yeah, so Mike, aka I Feel You in Your Room, is he's out for today. Uh, we're just sort of we're prioritizing getting episodes out. So, and it's hard to get all three of us sitting down in a room at the same time. So we sort of figure we'll just, just pick up whoever's available and,
Yeah.
yeah, just have our little chit chats. So, today we're going to be changing things up a little bit. Uh, it'll still be, magic. Some of it will be magic related, but some of it might be more like, whatever, not magic related. Uh, but it is that time of year where we all, pick out our New Year's resolutions and see how far we get with them. Uh, I heard some statistic that was like uh, the average New Year's resolution only lasts like 3 weeks,
Hmm.
so it'll be our job to beat that. So.
Oh,
So, off the bat, do you want to start with New Year's resolutions, or do you want me to start?
I guess I could start. I mean, just I guess personal goals. Is My wife is taking us off sugar in January, so
Oh yeah.
so yeah. So the goal is to lose weight, which I'm 6'1", I weigh 220, but yeah, I need to lose a little bit of weight. So but yeah, so we're doing that, and for me as a personal goal, besides that, I think like I know you had spoke about one of your goals, and my mandolin. I do play mandolin, and but I've not paid attention to it, and so my daughter came up to me last week. No, it was yesterday. And then she said she wanted to learn how to play. So she's 10. So probably spend a little bit more time on the mandolin this year and teach her how to play. That's a good goal for both of us.
Mhm.
Other than that, that's all I can think of, in the real world of scheme of things.
Right.
I think, uh, well, you can go ahead though.
Well, to talk about yours a little bit, I know you and I have a history of fasting, like intermittent
Oh yeah,
fasting.
yeah.
Uh, Unfortunately, I've with with the working remotely, it's a little harder to it's like when there's food like always like 20 feet away,
Hmm.
it's it's harder to
It
stick with that
is.
kind of thing. Um, but yeah, so cutting out the sugar, so that's like sodas
Yeah.
and cookies. I don't know what your vice is.
Oh, it's sodas. Yeah, that's my vice. Yeah, I can do without cookies, cake, anything else, but yeah, sugar. But carbs is my vice too. So if I don't lose carbs, I'll be happy. I can do
Hmm.
water. So
Right. That's interesting. I'm actually the exact opposite. Like I don't even remember the last time I had soda. Like
really,
literally, like I don't think I had soda this year.
wow,
I don't think I had it last year. Uh,
that's awesome.
yeah, but I mean, I let's see. This morning for essentially breakfast, I had I mean, I had other stuff, but I had a piece of cake. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it
I had
all
cake
evens
for
out.
breakfast too, but yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
So.
It's like I went to the grocery store. I give you now. I love cake, like buttercream icing cake, and I went to the grocery store last week and I was like, yeah, it's Jesus' birthday's coming up. Let's just buy a birthday cake. And I was the only one that ate it. There you go. So yeah, I celebrated.
Yeah,
I finished it off this evening. I got the last piece this evening.
nice.
So
Well, yeah,
yeah.
if it's your New Year's resolution, you have to eat it all up now
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you might be living without it for a while.
Seems like it. So
Yeah.
what's the longest you went without fasting? What I mean, mine was like 76 hours. How long was your longest fast?
Mine was probably right around there. The number that sticks in my head is I think it's 70.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. Yeah,
I,
it
I was supposed to go to 72, but I was working. Yeah, that's the only
right.
reason it went longer. So, but it wasn't that bad, was it? I didn't think it was.
No. So here's like whenever I would do it, this is like pretty much always how it felt. And I'm not saying it'll feel this way for people listening, but for me, the first day, so you know it's like the day before, you know, you just eat normally. So I usually eat like later. Uh, so if I last ate at like 8 o'clock at night, um, the following day it would be really bad from like noon till like 4.
Mm,
That would be that would probably be the hardest time of the whole thing. Uh, like after that, uh, it's like you would think dinner would be rough too, but it actually wasn't that bad. Because sort of what would happen is I would feel like very like naturally tired that first night.
yeah.
Uh, so I would usually just end up going to bed like really early.
Hmm.
Um, and then the next day didn't seem that bad most of the time. Uh, it's like the fact that you went through that first day. It sort of like it sort of mentally makes the second day easier because it's like, well, I already went through a whole fucking day, so it's like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
next day it's really not that bad. But it seems like the third day, that's sort of when I would feel like a little loopy.
Yeah.
uh, so
Yeah. I did get like dizzy, lightheaded. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
apparently that goes away, but I feel like after 2 days you sort of proved your point. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, I know, you know, it's like the record for longest fast was like literally a year. Some like
Really?
yeah, some like he was a little heavier, so I think, you know, obviously that made it easier.
He had a lot to eat off.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah. So did you do supplements or you just did like water with salt? Yeah.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I would do yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I would do. And
Yeah.
uh I would basically like I wouldn't eat salt, uh like but you know, I just like get some in my hand and just um yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do the same thing. Yeah. Just take a pack of salt and yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely helps. You know, with the electrolytes and shit.
It does.
Uh
What's oh, I was gonna tell you. But yeah, I mean is to the point like the first meal I had after I did it was I got a salad from Subway,
mhm.
just a salad, but it was good. It was a good salad.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah, yeah, just like in general, it makes you feel uh like I felt great
Mhm.
overall. Uh
Yeah.
like there was just like a not to get like too like airy fairy, and it might have just been mental anyway, but I definitely felt like calmer like all the time. like
Yeah.
whether I was eating or not. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, for me, it was definitely, I don't know. It's not as bad as I thought it would have been. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I ended up like my wife. I went longer than her. I mean, she made the 72 hours, but I ended up going longer than her. Like I said, because I was working. But yeah, and it wasn't as bad. I thought, and we were following a plan like a speed keto.
Mhm.
And I thought when she told me, I was like, oh no, there's no way I can do that. And yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I tell people is, and I had a phase where I was like trying to like get everybody into fasting, and then I realized, trying to like pawn off diet advice is usually
Yeah.
a mistake. So I gave up on it. But if whenever I do talk about it, uh, I always bring up the fact that like a 1 pound of body fat is like 3,500 calories.
Mm.
So uh, like, and if you eat 2,000 calories in a day, that's like what, half a pound of body fat, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like the idea of going without food for a day is literally just half a pound of body fat, and basically everybody has that to lose, you know?
Oh Lord. Yeah.
So, so
Yeah, I've got more than that. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean, I think we all do these days.
Yeah.
Uh, I think we all packed on a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
COVID did.
yeah. So, it sounds like you weren't gonna try fasting again, or
No, no, we're for this diet, probably not, but I don't see why not. I mean, my wife and now, and I don't do it, but she always tries to do, nothing after 6 till noon. You know what I mean?
right?
So she tries to do that
Yeah,
intermittent every day,
right.
but maybe. I mean, there are days that I don't eat till dinner time. You know what I mean? From dinner
Mhm.
time the night before. And that's just because I'm busy. I'm still kind of full from the night before or whatever,
Yeah,
this yeah. But yeah, well, I mean, for this, and we'll see. I haven't looked at it. She got the book in last week and I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's a sugar free. Yeah. Yeah. So
nice.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I'm really not. I think the fact that, cutting out sodas and I can drink unsweet tea. I mean, I that's the one thing when we went through that keto, I thought I'd never be able to drink unsweet tea. I'm from the South, if nobody can tell it. So I thought I'd never be able to drink unsweet tea, and it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of an acquired taste like coffee. I don't have sugar in my coffee, never have,
Right.
and just like unsweet tea, it's an acquired taste. And once you like it, you like it. You're a tea drinker, right? You don't sugar that, do you?
Nah, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of along the whole like keto thing. The only I basically only drink like water, seltzer water,
Mhm.
coffee, and tea. Uh,
Mm.
the only calories that really get in there anywhere is if I put uh I put like heavy cream in my coffee sometimes.
That's good though. I have done that.
Yeah. Uh I mean, at this point it doesn't really matter anyway, but uh heavy whipping cream as opposed to half and half, it is like straight fat. So like
Mhm.
technically it's not breaking a fast, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll do that, but that's pretty rare anyway.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah. Yeah, I like yeah, heavy whipping cream. It's good in coffee. I never thought I would, but yeah,
yeah.
keto brought me into that.
Yeah. Uh
Yeah.
Although some people listening might wonder why we're talking about sugar and tea, but then we put heavy cream in our coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like, and you'd probably agree, sugar seems a little more, it's a little more addictive
Mhm.
than heavy cream. Like I do the heavy cream thing, like, I don't know, like once a month or so,
Right.
but once I'm on that sugar kick, you're just chasing the insulin.
Yeah, that's
So
right. You are. You are. It is addictive. Oh, I kicked my camera. But yeah, it is. Hang on, let me okay, it
yeah,
stopped.
yeah, no, it's
But
good.
yeah, yeah, it definitely um uh, is it is a kick and
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it'll be exciting, I guess, to see how far we go.
yeah,
Maybe it'll last longer than 3 weeks.
yeah. No, I think uh for people listening, me and Keith have a pretty we've known each other at this point a pretty long time, and
Yeah, we have.
it seems like when you have something, when you have a goal in mind, you're pretty good at sticking with it. So uh, I'm sure you'll get past the 3 weeks. We'll see how long it goes.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanna yeah, I'd like to shed off about 20 pounds. I mean, I think when you met me, I was probably 190. Now I'm 220. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a little bit thicker.
yeah. I've had I think my peak weight was like 180.
Mm.
Uh, I'm hovering around like 160 right now.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. That's good.
when I was in like peak fasting form, I was like right at 150.
Wow.
Uh, I yeah, like the crescendo of my fasting, I was like 149, and I was like, it was like 3 years ago, and I still remember being on the scale and being like, oh wow, I'm 149. That's like pretty good. Uh, and that was pretty much the end of it. Like it just slowly went back up to 160. Not that
Yeah.
160 is even bad, but
No.
uh,
I mean, you're tall. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah. Well, that's good. I guess I'll be oh god, what's the word? I'm forgetting the word. I'll be your accountability
Partner.
coach. Yeah,
Yeah, my accountability coach.
on the next podcast, I'm gonna check in,
Yeah, yeah. We'll
see where you're
see.
at.
Yeah, all the soda's going out the door,
Yeah.
and even my daughter too, she's not getting it either, so whether she wants to participate or not, she's having to,
Yeah.
so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's definitely uh if you just get out of the house, it makes it
yeah,
so much easier
yeah, it
because you just
does.
don't even think about it.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, and I know we're talking a lot about this, but, like, when we were doing the fasting and I went off soda and I went to water, so I'm not a heavy water drinker normally, and, and so I got the first kidney stone I ever had in my life. And what it was and what I figured out later was it was from drinking the water, the what is it? I wasn't drinking distilled water. So, so once I started drinking all that water with the minerals and all of that, it gave me a kidney stone, which is crazy.
Hmm.
Either I had it and it flushed it out, or it broke it loose, or whatever. But yeah, so I know this time around I'm drinking distilled water. I'm staying away from any mineral water, or anything like that.
Um well, if you're doing mineral, and I'm not trying to discredit what you said, but um if you're isn't like mineral water like technically just like water with like
Minerals.
yeah, but like you said you were doing salt.
Yeah,
Like, do you think
I
the
was.
salt contributed to it? I don't really
It
know
might
how.
have had. I don't know. I don't. Maybe the salt did contribute to it. I don't know. But
Um,
I know I got a kidney stone. You know what I mean?
uh, yeah, you don't forget that.
No, it's like I vividly remember
Yeah,
having an attack, and I was like, oh my gosh. So
yeah,
yeah,
uh, Yeah,
Um,
my brother got one. Not Mike, our other brother. Uh, yeah, it was bad.
yeah, it is.
Uh,
Yeah. I did, what is it they say do? A half a cup of lemon water and a half a cup of olive oil.
right.
Yeah, did that and it cleared it up, but phew, yeah.
Yeah, that's not
So
yeah, not
I'll go
good.
distilled. No, I'll go distilled.
Yeah,
But who
same.
knows?
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. Well, hey, I mean, like most things, it's just like you gotta see what works and see what doesn't.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's our little
No, you didn't tell me
diet.
yours. No,
Oh no,
you
no, I know. I just meant like the diet portion of the
of the
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, well, actually, on the same lines, and like most people, I did get a gym membership again.
Mm,
Uh,
good for you.
yeah. Now, uh, I do a lot of running. Uh, well, that's relative. I do somewhat run, and not really related to New Year's, but I'm slated to run a full marathon in October.
Really?
Yeah. And I ran my first half last October, like 2 months ago.
Mm.
So we'll see about that. Might be a freaking disaster, but
Oh, you'll be fine.
yeah, um, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Uh, just because I actually I got surprisingly uh I got in shape surprisingly fast for the half marathon.
Mm.
Like I only really trained for that for like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Um. If any of our two listeners is trying to prepare for a half marathon or a full marathon, the biggest advice, like bar none, easily is just focus on the distance and just run like literally as slow as like you have to. Uh, like I would run so slow it was like a 15-minute mile or higher.
Mm.
Uh, because it's like if it's like you can't force yourself to just like run a marathon, you know.
Yeah.
Like your heart would like literally give out. Uh, but if you just run it slowly, you it's like it's like I would run like 13 miles and like my heart, like I wasn't like breathing heavily like at all. It was just my legs, you know. That way you're only dealing with like the leg portion of the equation. Uh so it's like once you get the distance, then you can focus on the time a lot easier.
Right.
Uh
Yeah, because your step never changes. I mean, whether you're running or a, a slow run, it's
right.
still the same amount of steps
Yeah,
in theory. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Um yeah. So on top of that, I'm also gonna go to the gym now. Which I mean I've gone to the gym off and on uh pretty much my whole life, so
Yeah.
it's not that unusual. But uh yeah, I did deadlift for the first time in like, I don't know, 3 years. And that was rough.
Oh, I bet.
Like
I don't deadlift.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's especially when you haven't done it. Like I only did I only did like 95 pounds, which is like literally nothing.
Right.
Like most people who exercise can like arm curl that much.
Yeah.
But I was like getting dizzy. Uh
Wow.
yeah, so Uh, but whatever. I mean, hey, you got to start somewhere. So,
Yeah, yeah, you did.
uh,
Yeah, that was a point of contention. Sidebar. I wanted some dumbbells for Christmas, and nobody in my family. I wanted 35-pound dumbbells. And they're like, "Well, what are you going to do with them?" I'm going to curl them. And they're like, "There's," and then everybody in my family is like, I mean, my kids, my daughter-in-laws, there's no way. No way you can curl 35 pounds. And I was like, okay. So we went to Walmart, and and one daughter-in-law was with us. The other one, my son and my other daughter didn't go, but they videoed it for her, and I curled 35 pounds. I mean, I did a rep of 30,
right.
10 reps of 35 pounds. I'm like, that's a workout weight. I'm
Yeah.
like you. When I was hitting the gym hard, I was working out with 90,
Right.
on curl. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. 35 for arm curls. Yeah, that's a good weight, but that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like I feel like if the average person just like really tried hard enough, they could probably do one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah, that is a good weight though. Like I have I have I guess it's a 40-pound kettlebell.
mhm.
Uh, yeah, yeah, it's definitely a good weight to fuck around with.
Oh, yeah. And I was gonna use it for curls and just to do, bench press at home with,
Right,
235s. It's a good workout weights. I mean, it's not a lot of weight, but I'm more worried about reps, at that point
right,
with that little bit of weight,
yeah.
so but no one bought it for me, so I'm gonna have to go buy it for myself.
Well, didn't you, it sounds like you proved them wrong, so they should have, got it for you as a
Oh,
reward.
I did, but you know how it is. It's my family. It's tough. They
Yeah.
start nitpicking how I curl them and everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh no, you should have put your elbow against your knee, and isolated it. And I'm like, whatever.
Right,
I, I stood straight back and curled them like
right.
no big deal. And yeah, yeah,
Well,
it's
that
my
that
family.
that actually is I'm not sure, like,
Popular.
which social media realm it's, like, big in, but I know on YouTube there was a phase where, like, I forget the exact word, but yeah, I think it's like a straight back arm curl where, like, the you just, like, literally have your back against the wall, and then you do a curl,
Yeah,
so your form doesn't, you
yeah. You
know
don't hunch. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. But I think what happens is you, like, lean back, so you, like, get your back into it slightly
yeah,
or whatever, but,
yeah,
well,
yeah. Oh well, I'll go buy some.
yeah, yeah. Um, alright, well, I guess the next thing, and this actually ties sort of into your mandolin goal, I'm gonna move my camera a little bit, show everybody I have a piano right over here, so what my plan is, uh where we currently are, and we'll see just in general where the channel goes. Uh, and we're actually going to talk about it more later. But what I was thinking, as like a fun thing to do, uh, the piano, I've been playing it off and on, like not seriously for uh, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years.
Hmm.
Uh, but I feel like the problem is I don't have uh it's like there's never really any pressure to like get better at it, so eventually I would just like sort of, taper off on the
Yeah,
practice. But I'm thinking if I force myself to do a YouTube video every week of just like whatever, just like any random song I can
yeah,
find, uh I can really like keep track of my progress. Uh so
yeah. You can measure it. Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, so And like where I'm at now, it's like I mean, I'm definitely better than like the random, like the average person, because obviously the average person like can't play. Uh, I can't. I can like sort of sight read, but it's like it like takes way too long.
Right.
Like like I can't like play and sight read at the same time. It's like I have to like look at the sheet and be like, I think that's like an F, and then that's like an A. Uh, so so I can like sort of sight read, but not really. And then uh, I if a song like only has like one note on each finger, I can I can sort of handle it. Like if you only have to play like one note at a time on each hand,
Right.
uh I can sort of handle it. If I don't have to like jump my hands, I can sort of handle it.
Mhm.
Um
Or what is it piano where you gotta tuck the cross over your pinky, right? Don't you have to do that?
um
Like, you go up, cross over your pinky, and keep going?
I think you tuck the thumb. Yeah, I think
Oh, you tuck the thumb?
I I feel like the thumb always goes under.
Okay. Okay. Oh, the thumb reaches. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think the thumb is usually like where you pivot the hand. So like the
Mhm.
hand goes over
Okay. Yeah.
if you're going that way. Uh I don't know. If one of our two listeners is a piano player, he's probably like yelling at his probably yelling at us right now, but
Well, thank you
uh
for staying with us.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, anyway, uh that is one of my goals this year, and I think uh I mean it sounds like a fun thing to do anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll
Uh,
see you know, we'll see what comes of it, but that's that is like my like official New Year's resolution, I would say.
yeah.
Um I do have another one which we can talk about, and it's sort of one I was thinking about over the last couple days. Uh and I forget if I was talking to I think I talked to Mike about this, but uh I was listening to one of our like earlier podcasts, and I was like I only got like a few minutes into it, and I was like, wow, I sound like a fucking idiot.
What are you talking about? We all do.
Yeah,
Not
but
just you. I sound like an idiot too.
yeah, I mean, well, I guess uh I mean, if anybody's actually listening to this right now, like Mike did like a draft video, and
Yeah, he did
he's like,
great.
yeah, he's actually really good at it. Like he's
I know.
uh like he sounds very like naturally um it just sounds like natural, like
Mhm.
uh
Yeah.
like he could start streaming tomorrow and he would be good at it.
Yeah.
Like legitimately good at it. Uh
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, I was listening to the episode in particular about the that like little like code thing I did, if you remember
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Um yeah, I mean it was just like brutal. I was saying like and like and whatever like a lot. Uh and I just did it like 7 times, but also on top of that there were a lot of like pauses uh that were there were pauses that were much longer than they should have been in places that they shouldn't have been, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That
Uh
makes sense.
so anyway, I one of my one of my content related goals is to get much better at just like talking in a way that's not I mean just like talking better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's uh cuz
Yeah,
yeah, I
well, I
mean
need that too, you know?
yeah, no, you're definitely further along than I am, I would say on the like the clean commentary. Uh yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Um, I'm thinking I need less commentary, so I'm gonna start doing what
No.
Sonya does and just play and no commentary.
No, I mean, personally, uh we might be sort of traversing into like other areas, but the one of the things so when I'm looking for content to like listen to, and I have an example, and I'll drop their name. Uh, not, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right.
There's this Warhammer 40K podcast I listen to, and like I don't play 40K at all,
Mhm.
and they just like talk about the rules, but they it's like when I'm looking for like content to like watch or listen to or whatever, uh, it's like the main thing in my opinion is like, A, are they like really interested in what they talk about? And and are they like pleasant to listen to?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't really uh that's like typically what I go for. Like I don't I, I don't just like look for like the best players and
Yeah.
just like listen to that. Uh it's like I don't know. I go for entertainment over like try hard, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, there's plenty of stupid entertainment on my book, but, the, um but I know what you're saying, like, there's this one guy, and I'm not gonna say his name, but, because I mean, he's got a lot of followers. But his voice, I mean, and he builds some wild decks. I mean, and he's talented. I mean, he really is. And but his voice just drives me crazy. And he's not mainstream, but he still has a large following. And it's just like I like to listen to him every now and then, but just sometimes his voice just gets me. I know what you're saying. You know, it's got to
mhm,
be somebody you can listen to. Yeah.
right. Uh yeah, so and yeah, I mean it's like there's probably people listening to me who feel that way about me about like, it's like what you just said about that person. It's like they probably feel that way.
I don't think so. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Your voice is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean not so much of it's like, and I'm not saying we ever really need to like get there, but it's like uh I don't know. There's just a lot of and I just did it right now. It's like there's a lot of like dirtling and
Yeah.
like not uh like
Yeah,
oh
but
like
you're
oh
forming thoughts, you know what I
right,
mean? You that's what you're doing when you're forming thoughts, but yeah, it's all right.
right. But
We can
yeah,
get there.
yeah. I mean I guess the idea is uh I don't know. There's probably good YouTube videos on like how to like get better at like hosting like a video or series or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sure it's one of those deals though where it's like as the other person's talking, you basically just get like a couple sentences like built up. So it's almost like I almost feel like um I almost feel like sometimes like they don't even listen to what the other person is saying. They just like say something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, and I don't. I'm not saying we should do that. I'm just. Uh, I don't know.
Mhm.
I guess just in general, my point is I would like to get a little better at the whole like communicating while making content thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd like that too for
Yeah.
myself. Yeah. Not you. I'm saying
Yeah.
for me.
Um. All right. Well. Uh. What else do we got here? I think.
Mhm.
I
We
think.
might have a special guest maybe coming up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
So.
that's a little teaser. That's our teaser. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a lot of ideas in the pipeline. You know, our little peewee pipeline. But yeah, we are looking at trying to get some guest spots on here. Uh, just I for a few reasons. I mean, trying to you know, share the love with fellow small time content creators.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
also just seeing what works and what doesn't for the old podcast. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess ultimately all that really matters is are we like enjoying ourselves? And I definitely have fun in recording these.
Yeah.
So, and it's like half the time it's just stuff we would be talking about anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you know
It's not work.
right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's right. And I think yeah, I think it'll be good. I mean, and we'll bring someone in and there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe they can you know, there's the iron sharpens iron, so maybe they'll make us better. You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
down the road. So that's good.
Yeah. I mean honestly I think the I mean it's like so if we have someone on here and let's say the only thing we really know about them is they hey speaking of a guest spot, I think we have a guest
Yeah, yeah. We just had a guest enter the room. That's our future mandolin player there.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Uh and actually speaking of which, I think I see the mandolin right there, or is that something else?
Oh, there?
Yeah.
That's a guitar. Yeah, that's a guitar there.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I've got there's a mandolin behind me on the table and I got one hanging up. And then there's one in the car that I need to have worked on and another one that's been worked on. So,
jeez.
so, yeah, I have four. So and but the one I need to have worked on is one it'll be her starter. So,
Right. Well, geez,
so
in a few years, you can have a mariachi band over there.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Get my grandson going. You're gonna hear a pencil sharpener, maybe. I think she's drawing or something in there. She's getting ready
Oh,
to hit the pencil sharpener. There it is.
you should tell her no one uses pencils anymore. It's
Yeah,
2021.
yeah, I know. Come on, come on.
Nuts.
I'm trying to make content here. What are you
Nuts.
doing?
This is probably the highlight of the whole thing right here.
Where can you get this? All
Yeah.
right. Love you. There you go.
um.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, actually, this I don't know why that event reminded me of this, but it actually did remind me. One of my other goals is to and it actually goes into one of our other podcast ideas because we're going to be talking about just like the future of paper. But one of my New Year's resolutions is to play much more Commander, like
Yeah,
paper Commander.
yeah,
Like I'm really hoping to do it in person. Like I have nothing against playing it online, but uh I just you know it would just be I would much prefer playing in person paper
yeah,
uh
yeah,
if 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 I was just gonna be playing with strangers or whatever. So
Yeah, and I agree. I think I mean, like, right, I don't. I mean, we're sidebarring, but and but how I don't see how Wizards of the Coast can ignore Commander. You know what I mean? It's because what's happened is I think it's grown, and the pandemic probably made it grow more, and uh,
hmm
and I'm with you. I think if you're going to, I mean, this is there's so much more, and maybe we don't want to get into this right now, but I think that Commander has saved local game stores. Let me put it
yeah.
that way. I think that from what I'm seeing, and for those of us, I mean, Dave knows about it, but those of us that don't know about it, but on TikTok, we're doing LGS shout outs, and we just go into a store, get a little bit of information about them, what they do, and what when they run Commander, blah blah blah, Warhammer, whatever they're into, and because every store is different. But yeah, what we're finding is Commander is dominant, and I think it's what saved the right now the LGSs.
Right.
So, but I'm with you. If I'm gonna play it, I want to. For me, it's I have to get a weekend or a Friday night, which is a little tough for me. But yeah, if
hmm
everybody's out of town, then I can definitely go. So but yeah, I'm with you.
Right.
Go to a store and play.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's especially for us, just like since we're just like starting out. I feel like it'd be easier to like ask all the big dumb questions like in
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
You know. Uh. So yeah.
yeah. I see like on TikTok, and TikTok's got a huge commander following, but I see on there some of the commanders they throw out, and I'm like, well, what is that good for? But
Right.
they're good for something, and it's just
Hi everybody. We had a little we had a little snafu there. My power went out like mid conversation. So yeah, so we're just gonna pick it up. I mean, we were sort of in the process of wrapping it up anyway.
yeah,
But yeah, we were just talking about Commander and you know, going in person to going in person to play Commander. I mean, just in a very broad general sense, just to be part of the community a little more.
yeah.
Uh, Not that there's anything wrong with playing online, but uh,
No,
playing in person, it's just a little more, obviously, like like in human contact is, you know, more
it's always
natural.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and as well as I, you can learn more, in person, and
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, I know what I was saying. That one card that was good like 15 years ago or longer was the questing Fettelgriff. Evidently,
Uh,
that's a good commander.
all right. Let me look it up quick.
Yeah,
Questing.
Fettelgriff. It's a flying hippopotamus, I think, is what it is.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, okay. I saw the OG Fettle Griff and I was like, I don't know about that. Uh, but yeah, I see the questing Griff. He's kind of wordy. He has three abilities. Uh, that green thing is a little iffy.
Uh-huh.
The white one. Oh, eh. Geez, the blue one. That's rough.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. But I like cards like this
Yeah.
where there are like clear downsides. Like when I was like 5 years old, my favorite card was Leviathan.
Oh yeah, Leviathan.
I love that card, and it's funny how like freaking bad it is. I mean, by today, by today's standards, obviously, it's just like,
Yeah.
uh, but there's like very clear downsides to it, so it wasn't just like a ball of stats.
Right.
I mean, Leviathan was a ball of stats, but obviously, uh, massive drawbacks to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And what was it? Was it Ice Age? And I know we do this all the time, but Ice Age had the the upkeep. What was it called? Was it Ice Age that did that? Where
oh,
you had
c- c-
cumulative?
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I wonder. I wonder what the idea was. I mean, I guess the idea was like people found it not fun to have your mana like be like leached from you
yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
Uh, but just in general, I always had a soft spot for cards that had like you know clear drawbacks to them. But
Mhm.
I guess in general, if you have drawbacks to a card, you have to like way overcompensate.
Right.
So it's like there's probably a little too much room for it to be busted. Uh, but wait, so people actually use that
I
questing?
think so. I think so.
Uh,
I may have it wrong. Don't nobody in EDH come after me. I may have it wrong.
I I mean, I feel like that would be part of a very fun commander table.
Yeah.
It's like that's the kind of table I would want to be at. Uh, I don't know. I don't think I have a commander that weak.
Right.
I mean, we do have some of those. We do have like all those like Chronicles commanders. Well, they're not really technically they're commanders, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah, I have a lot of those too, yeah.
yeah, like the OG Nicol Bolas.
Yeah, I
Uh
don't know if I have him. I yeah, that's another topic, but yeah, go ahead.
uh like I don't know. I have him. We have that Chromium, the old one. Uh I don't even remember what Rampage does. Oh, he has a cumulative upkeep.
Mhm.
Uh we have that other guy. I forget his name. It's like oh my god, it's like I feel like it's Drac something. Uh
Draknor, is that it?
uh well actually I think we have Axelrod Gunnarsson. That wasn't the card I was thinking of, but he's another like janky commander potentially. Oh, here it is. Dakon Blackblade.
Batblade, yeah,
Yeah.
Dakin Batblade. I think I have that.
Yeah. Wow, he sucks. He's
I think that's why I have him.
he's 6 mana and all he is his power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control.
Yeah, yeah,
Phew, that's rough.
it is,
Uh
and blue, white, and black, I mean, it's not even green. If it was in green, it would
oh
yeah,
yeah, that's
you could ramp into it. Y Oh my god, you do Ren and 7 would help that, but yeah.
yeah. Yeah, running 6, running 7. But yeah, not for that guy.
No.
Uh what is I'm just going to look it up. What is Rampage in MTG? I always get that
I think
confused
it's
with
when they attack, they get +2/+2, I may be wrong.
yeah. Yeah. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, it gets plus N until end of turn for each creature blocking it beyond the first. Interesting. So basically, you can only really block it with one person,
Mhm.
unless you have like a shitload to block it with.
Yeah, because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, so
The Crawl Giant. Oh my gosh. He had a rampage of 2.
yeah,
He's
Chromium has Rampage too.
but
Uh,
he's a 7 cost 6/4 with trample and rampage of 2.
yeah. Uh, hmm. These old guys suck.
Yeah, they
Uh,
do.
eight mana, 7/7. Uh, a, an upkeep of 3. Uh, but he doesn't even have like hex. Like he doesn't have haste. He doesn't have hexproof. Uh, so it's like pay 8 mana just to have it killed with like a 2 mana instant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's I'm all for like jank, but that's a little too steep.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
It is.
hmm. Uh, well, you might want to go that wherever you heard questing Fettelgriff. Well, I will say this guy. There's at
You're gonna
least
make me look it up here. Go
there
ahead.
there is enough going on where I feel like something like there might be some like weird way to abuse this thing, but
Yeah.
uh
I I have to find it. I saw it. It was on MTG.
yeah,
Uh,
it's spelled really strange. It's like Feldegriff.
Feldergriff,
Yeah,
yeah.
with a PH and 2 Ds.
Mhm. I'll find the person. They post pretty often. It won't take me long to find them. Math sucks. Yeah, we went through
Hmm.
that. Well, anyway,
Uh
yeah, but we'll have to look that up. I'll find out what they were doing with it.
yeah. This is like way off topic. but uh but you should make a commander deck with that Omnath.
I know. I thought about that. Is that not banned? Is Omnath not banned?
I don't think so, not in commander.
No.
Uh I mean last I think when I was like milling around, apparently he is like pretty freaking good. Uh yeah, I mean according to this like little list I have, and I don't know how accurate it is, but apparently Omnath, the one you have, the 4 mana one, he's tier 2 highly competitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh
Wow.
yeah, and that's I mean it's like the same quote unquote tier as one of the commanders we have.
Really?
Yeah. Uh yeah.
Yeah, I will have to make a deck with him then. Yeah, he's just sitting over there doing nothing. Why not use him?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it's
I
another
thought,
what's that?
oh no, that's another commander. I was trying to think what I pulled today in that pack I bought today, but I can't think of what it was.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I bought a Crimson Vow pack. I pulled something decent. I don't know what it was, though. I can't remember now. It's
Yeah.
like I was in a hurry. Like I gotta get home.
Yeah. Well, uh that's actually like another episode I have in mind.
All right.
Just about like the value of cards versus like if you open a pack of cards, like what's its value versus the value in arena, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And, be good. That'll be good
yeah. Uh,
because I think that's yeah. I mean, definitely not. You know what I have seen is just it's nothing wrong with that. The shops I've been in, every shop I've been in, there's been somebody rooting through a case of cards looking for cards, which I
mhm.
thought was cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's a store by me, Second and Charles. It is like a chain,
Uh-huh.
but it's sort of like it's sort of like a book exchange place. Like they have like video games and shit like secondhand.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but they also at least the one by me they have it's kind of weird because like they don't really have like magic stuff, but they do have this like little area with like bargain bin magic cards, and
Mhm.
I forget what it is. You get like it was either 100 for $5 or like 50 for 10.
Oh gosh, that's a
Uh,
deal.
yeah. So I was thinking one day if me and Mike are bored, we can go over there and like rummage through all the see what they have, see if there's any goodies in there.
Yeah, you should.
Uh, I was actually gonna do it today, but I figured I would wait just to see if Mike would want to go, but I could just go anyway.
Yeah, get
So
Mike drawn in it.
yeah.
Yeah, be sure and get photos. Do they game in there at all or no?
I feel like they don't.
But still get photos of it. I mean, it's a good place to get singles.
Yeah.
They may be older, but yeah, still a
Yeah.
good place to fill out decks.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. Uh.
There's a place around here, and I haven't been to them in a long time. It's called Family Video. They would do the same thing. They have just a bin, get like 10 for $1 or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like our collection, it's like a pretty big. It's like we have a ton of just like old cards that are just like literal trash.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we have like a lot from like the M10 area. So it's like there's like giant like swaths of sets that we just don't have like anything from.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm sure even though they're like cheap commons and uncommons, I'm sure there's a lot of cards in there that like we could use.
Yeah. And,
So
well, that's like I was like I'm sorting some of my stuff, and I come across like homelands, and I've got alliances, and I've got fallen empires, and I'm coming across all those cards, and surprisingly, a couple of 'em some of them are worth something, some of them aren't.
yeah. Speaking of fallen empires, and at this point we're just in like full tangent mode. Like we're so deep on the tangents. It's like we don't even know where we started. But
Okay.
I heard with fallen empires, you know that set is like notoriously like shitty.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, I know.
apparently like the average card cost from that set, it's like one of the highest of any sets.
Really?
Yeah, so like on average, every single card, it's like every single card from Fallen Empires basically is shitty, but they're all like just like I guess to sort of put in perspective, like as opposed to like I don't know, like Ixalan, where
Mhm.
most of the cards are like either like 5 cents or like $20.
Right,
Like
yeah,
every card from Fallen Empires, and I don't know what the number is, but it might be like $2 or $1.50 or something.
right. Hmm,
So it's just like since they're all like slightly valuable, it's actually one of like uh it's like the set is actually like some like actually more valuable than people think it is.
really?
That makes sense.
Well, I've got a ton. I mean, I came across a ton of
Oh yeah,
him the Turoks.
yeah. Yeah, those are what, like $5 or something.
Are they?
I don't know. Him to Torok.
I haven't even priced them yet. Fallen Empires.
Oh no.
No, that's why I have so many.
um. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like we were both in the same boat where we all have, we have million Fallen Empire cards.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we definitely have the same problem.
Yeah,
Like all those stupid Thalids.
yeah.
Like I wanted to make a commander deck using those Thalids, but then if you actually read those cards, they're so fucking bad.
They are bad. Yeah.
It's like ridiculous.
Here's a Fallen Empire's price guide. What is it saying? Uh, it, well, there's a $5 card, a Conkhorn.
High Tide. I think that was like
Here, I'm gonna sort it by market price so we don't.
that's funny.
There we
You can get a Fallen Empires booster pack for $12.
really.
That's so cheap.
Yeah, Rainbow Veil is $11. There's a Thrall Champion, Elvish Farmer. I just found one of those um, in my common pile that I thought was a common, but evidently it's a rare. So Conkhorn, Salem Sword, Hand of Justice, High Tide. Wow. River Merfolk. I know I have some of those.
Oh, that Thelonite monk. We have like a million of those. That's a rare.
It's amazing.
If you look that card up, you probably have them too, because they're from Fallen Empires apparently. Although I don't really recognize the other rares, which is
I don't
interesting.
either. The Thrall Champion. Yeah. I mean, they kind of peter off after the Conkhorn. Then the Zalen sword is $3. Hand of Justice is $3, and High Tide's only 265.
Yeah. Well, either either I remember that. No, I'm pretty sure I remember that right, unless it just
That
changed.
High Tide, I have that. Yeah, I have those cards. Brass Claw Orcs, I have those too. Yeah, we all have the same crap.
Yeah. I like the art from this set though.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
And alliances, what does alliances look like?
um,
Mm, there we go. Yeah, so that another crappy set too? No, they're pumping out $100 cards and alliances.
yeah.
Force of Will, yeah, I sold my Force of Wills years ago.
Did
Helm
you?
of a, huh?
Yeah, you had a Force of Will and a Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah, I had 4 Force of Wills. What are you talking
Oh
about?
my god, you have four of them.
Yeah, I had a set, yeah. And then, Helm of Obedience, I think I have that
Yeah.
still.
Well, actually, Force of Will. It's only a. I mean,
Maybe
it
it's the Fettelgraph. That's it. It's not the Questing Fettelgraph, it's the Fettelgraph.
well, that one's even worse. Like the just the original one.
Yeah.
Uh, let me bring this
Yeah,
guy up.
yeah, it is worse. It's a $14 card, though.
Uh,
It's not any better, is it?
I like the green ability. You pay one green Fed Feldegriff gets trample. Put a hippo token into play under target opponent's control. Treat this as a 1/1 green creature.
Oh gosh.
It's funny how much the wording changed since
Yeah.
because it literally says put a hippo token into play under target opponent's control.
Hippo token, not a photograph token, a
Yeah.
hippo.
It just the way that reads, it's like a hippo token. Like what even is that? Because you're so used to seeing like put a 1/1. It's like however they say it now. It's like put a 1/1 green creature or hippo into play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Dude, this set seems like it's a little bit valuable here. The
oh
alliances.
yeah, definitely.
Rexan Portal, Tornado, Ashnod Cyclics, Winter's Night, Disrupting Scepter. I think I have that. Storm Cauldron. Yeah.
In what year? I'm gonna look it up. MTG's like what year it came out?
Elvis Spirit Guide. I think I have that. It's an uncommon. I should have that. Arcane Denial.
Came out in '96. Interesting. Oh, during the Ice Age block.
Yeah. It's got Thawing Glaciers in it. That's the $30 card. What does it look like? I think I have that. I think that's in my blue deck.
Wait, what card?
Thawing Glaciers. A heavily played card is $18. I think I have that card. I think I have a set of them.
Yeah, that's uh, sort of hard to picture how good I mean, that is essentially ramp. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, I mean it's ramp for 2 mana. Uh, but it's on a land, so it's probably good for commander.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where you can't just play like all the same ramp cards.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Soul Devi excavations. It's worth it's trends higher than that. That's a rare.
Sorry,
It's
what's the card name?
SOLDEVI excavations.
Uh, oh,
Wow.
what does this guy
Wow.
do?
It lets you scry. You have to sack an island when it comes into play, but it replaces it because it gives you 2 mana.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it doesn't come into play tapped either, which is good.
No. Yeah. And you can spend one on it right away to, well, no, pay one and tap and look at the top part of your library.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because what's the oh gosh, what's the name of the Eldraine Scryland?
I
Um,
don't know.
but
I
that
don't
that
know.
costs 4 mana and it's a Scry 2.
Yeah.
It's a Castle Vantress.
Yes, Castle Ventress. Yeah.
Yeah, so this thing's a lot better than that. Like the card you have.
Hmm. Well, I don't know if I have that one. I'll have to
Oh,
look.
I got you.
I mean, I try to always just pile all my lands in a pile,
Hmm.
except for the ones I know that are worth something, because I do have a brush land reprint. I don't know if that was when did they reprint them? Um,
Looks like they printed them a few times.
Yeah, it's a white border that I have. So I'm thinking fifth or seventh, one or the other. No, it would have been fifth because seventh would have had an addition on it.
Yeah.
So I'm
Uh,
thinking it's the fifth.
so you're talking about it's like the white green dual land.
Yes,
Yeah.
personally. Yeah. City of Traders. I never had that card. Wow, Exodus is I have mind over matter. Coat of Arms, I think I have that too. Equilibrium, several of them. Radic Portal, have those. Price of Progress. That's the card I played on you, right?
Let me see. Price.
Yeah. 2 damage to each player for each non. No, yeah, that's the instant I played on you. 2 damage to each player for each non-battlefield land he or she controls. I don't know if I played that on you, but I have it. Dude, that would be awesome in Commander. I've got
Oh
like a
yeah.
full. I think I've got a set of them.
Um.
Dominating
Yeah.
Listed, I have those.
Yeah. That's actually a cool card because it's like it's like a hate card for people who spend too much money.
Mhm. For like $2, the price of rock.
Yeah.
It costs like $3 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It literally is the price of progress.
Mhm. It is.
Um.
All right. Yeah, we're
Oh
sideways.
yeah. We can. I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think
Uh.
so too. We're just looking at cards that we have in our deck that
Yeah.
we own.
No, that's all right.
Um,
We started off really strong, but then once this whole
Power.
yeah, power thing happened, we sort of went off the rails, but that's all right. We actually went on so long. I don't remember what. All right, it's episode 10. I just looked it up.
Yeah, episode
All right.
10.
All right. So yeah, I'll splice these together so it won't be too bad, but yeah, this was episode 10.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.
All right, see you next time.